God.
but it was kind of cool getting into the mechanic stuff. I
Yeah.
liked to um what would you call it? Really go in depth with how I think the technology or the society would start to try to develop.
Yeah. Are we up? I think we're up. Alright. Hey
Folks, that's
guys.
in your bio.
Yes. What's up everyone? It's Otto and friends in the Shiggles and Giggles podcast, and I am
Mm.
joined by Seti, and then my brother Richard, and then Lydia, who will be back shortly
Hi.
because they
Hello.
died, and then they will be coming back. We'll just commit to this bit, but otherwise, today is just a simple off-topic thing because last week it was being heavily carried by everyone else because I definitely could not talk about food for the life of me, and
Mm.
it was not fun. But other than that, everyone else hanging out there, I'm glad they had fun and just vibed. And we're just going to talk about whatever really comes to mind, and if you end up having anything that you want to put in the chat for like a suggestion to talk about this week, then we
Mm.
can. Before I continue through though, next week I will not be hosting the podcast, and it'll likely not be going through all of next week just because of Destiny's final expansion, and I'm just going to be going through and doing all of that. Like, I've already been
Mm.
doing stuff for it the past 4 weeks, but I have become a god slayer now.
Mm.
So I'm kind of happy about it, but at the same time, that was kind of definitely many of the reasons why I was late the past 4 podcasts now. But
Mm.
other than that, I know that's what I'll be doing, so I'll keep that off, and then starting like the week after, it'll come back. But
Mm.
I think other than that, we can probably go ahead and continue talking about because I know you were talking about the McHex stuff earlier.
Yeah.
We can continue with that.
Yeah. So, for some context, Mechek is a version of vanilla Minecraft that I've been tinkering or had been tinkering with for a few years now. But the
Mm-hmm.
general idea is in the version 1.16, you can go into the world editing or into the world options, and you can select a single biome, which is still
Mm-hmm.
available, but this thing only really works in 1.16 because it's before the caves and cliffs stuff.
Yeah, and I remember
Um,
they took it out. I'm pretty sure.
yeah. So the world gen for 1.16 makes it so that when you select a single biome from the Nether, the overworld actually looks like the Nether. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just that one biome from the Nether. Which is really good for what I was trying to do, which was I jokingly thought to myself or like said to a friend like, "Hey, what if you tried to survive in like one of the hardest fucking biomes in Minecraft, like a single biome world?"
Mm-hmm.
And some of them were a little more obvious than others, and while Soul Sand Valley isn't the most unsurvivable, it was the most interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at least in my opinion. I mean, there's other alternatives too, but yeah, soul sand biome and single biome world load in 1.16 leads to your entire overworld being
The
a
one
soul
biome.
sand valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll replace some of the natural lava spawns with water, but it'll also remove all of the ore. So you have very limited means of survival because
Mm-hmm.
the only way you can really do anything is if you can like grow something, but there's
Yeah.
no dirt. So what I did was I made it so when you spawn in with a single block of dirt and a single sapling of your choice.
Okay.
That is it. You have to
Gotcha.
survive and you run free into the world, and whatever you do is whatever you do. And it creates such an interesting set of circumstances and dynamics because in the Nether, there's a lot of like structures that spawn, whether it be like the Nether fortresses or the cities, the Nether cities, or the bastions, or whatever the fuck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So throughout a lot of it, you're basically doing a bunch of like raiding, like camp raiding, and then like trying to run away before like either the ghasts or the
Yeah.
skeletons or whatever the fuck sees you. Um, and I realized one of the most easy ways to survive basically involves tunneling, like a lot of tunneling and underground survival.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is if you're going to do stuff like grow trees, you need at least like a spotlight through the roof to grow the tree.
Yeah.
Like you need to hollow out an area big enough for a tree to grow, and then you poke a hole through the ceiling.
Makes
um,
sense.
yeah, and it took me a long while to figure out there are alternative ways to get food. Um, the major one being if you kill enough spiders that naturally spawn in the overworld, and
Mm-hmm.
you get a couple sticks from your tree, you can get a fishing rod. And since
Oh
water still
yeah.
naturally spawns in the overworld, fish kind of become your primary food method.
Yes.
Um, and you can still use the wood to make charcoal and all that stuff. So basically 90% of it is grind fest, but
Yeah.
the other like 10% is more dedicated to uh, decorating with what limited resources you have and figuring out how you can like make things easier on yourself by like automating certain processes because since you're in the nether and you're raiding a bunch of spots, maybe you'll get lucky and find certain resources you wouldn't find anywhere else. Like iron is the most valuable fucking thing in that run, and it is
Oh yeah.
insane. Food and iron are like the two major things. But
Mm-hmm.
um when you start involving other players, it gets even weirder because I learned that if you take two dirt and two gravel, gravel spawns naturally in the Soul Sand Valley, you can get four coarse dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And if you make a hoe, you can till the coarse dirt into normal dirt,
Jesus. Okay.
which is so fucking crazy and overpowered for a run where you have no grass or dirt.
Oh yeah.
So if you have a friend, that's like the first thing you do. And then you just like if you want, like I think there's chance for you to like set it out and it'll naturally start growing grass or something.
Yeah.
Um and once you have enough of an open grassy pasture, then the normal overworld animals start spawning, like sheep and pigs and cows and shit. So it becomes an entire industry of covering swaths of land with dirt, protecting it from ghasts and keeping it underground, and
Mm-hmm.
like making all of these tools and fucking it's weird. It's insane. But here, let me open up
Yeah. If you feel
the
like
vanilla
sharing it
mechanic.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll show you what I've been adding on in the more recent tinkerings. But
Yeah.
my longest running and most successful McHeck playthrough is the one that I started with Sky a little while back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and let's see, it's also the prettiest because
Ooh.
I've been doing a ton of decoration and all that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I was showing you guys that world, that very same world, the last time I was on the podcast.
A little bit, yeah. I think I remember
Yeah,
you
it's like
had
the
like
underground cavern with the designs and
yes.
stuff. I'll show you again just to refresh. But the
Yeah.
new thing I'm working on is I've been adding mods to a new form of Mechek that I have yet to really test play. But
Okay.
I've added things like thirst, temperature, hunger, uh, fucking chisels and bits, and backpacks, and
Mm-hmm.
certain cosmetic things, celestial events, sanity meters, food stuff, grappling hooks. You know, just a number of weird fucking things. Um, and a
Gotcha.
good portion of that is still doable in the nether if you
Mm-hmm.
just play it right. Um, like, for example, zombies will naturally spawn, right?
Mm-hmm.
In one of the mods, you can turn rotting flesh into leather,
Okay.
and then you can use that leather for the typical bullshit.
Yeah, because I
But it,
remember there's like a
yeah,
thing
but
for it.
one of the mods that I've added that I really like. So when I first started playing in the caves version of Mechek, I started building sort of like little city areas on the platforms that are most flat,
Mm-hmm.
especially around kind of the mid-ridge line, not quite at the bottom, not quite at the top. Even though it makes more sense to be towards the bottom where the water is,
Yeah.
part of me just liked the aesthetic of like hanging cities a little better. So I was like, okay, well, what can I use to justify this? Like, what reason could I make to do this?
Mm-hmm.
And it finally hit me. Well, what if since it's in like the nether, there's like toxic gases and stuff. And in one of the mods I installed, they inadvertently had changed, or I had inadvertently installed a mod that changes soul sand valleys so that there's a poisonous foggy haze at the bottom of the generated world where the
Mm.
water is. So it had done exactly what I was thinking, and I was like, "Oh, that's so fucking sick!" Yes.
Right.
Um, so now there's this toxic gas kind of accumulating at the bottom, and I think that's a really cool addition to the world building as an idea.
Heck
But
yeah.
let me show you just the vanilla world
Yeah.
first. So everything you're gonna see has been built from two trees and two blocks of dirt and everything you can naturally find in a soul sand valley.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this in one of the
Yeah.
previous podcasts
So
you
this
did.
Yeah, so this is the main room. I call this the Rift of the Moon because I carved out a little moon,
Nice.
and this is my fishing well. But since I got all of this grass and stuff going now too, because I dug up a lot of the bones at the top and I turned it into bone meal, and then I bone mealed the grass, so that's why you can see all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then I realized, dude, grass, seeds, and now,
You got
huzzah, wheat
farms.
farms.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all like a huge industrial process to get every single little bit of this.
Yep.
Over here, I call this the arena dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I basically made a schmancy little area because Sky likes to PvP stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so occasionally monsters will spawn in there, and she'll come in there and stab a bitch,
Hell yeah.
and that gives us more resources for mob drops and stuff like that. And then over here is the mushroom,
Ooh.
which I've made from the black stone of the bastion nearby,
Nice.
and that is another food source. So should something happen, we'll be okay. And then over here, I think, is the entrance to the bastion that I've cleaned up a bit and made it a little more accessible and everything like that. Oh yeah, a lot of this is also texture pack stuff.
Makes sense, yeah.
So this pattern comes from two slabs of some kind of stone stacked on each other. and this is just normal basalt, and then this is just normal stone, and then
Okay.
because this isn't just cobblestone, this is like a slab of something, and that's another
Yeah.
two slabs of something. I wonder if I have actual cobblestone made stuff lying around. But yeah, also, uh, since iron is super expensive, and so is like making charcoal and stuff, um, this is kind of the closest thing to a flex you can get in a place like McHeck is just
Jesus,
the
getting all
fucking the
those
lanterns.
lantern. Jesus.
Yeah. And same, well, these are just rated. Like I didn't make half of those, but the blue lanterns, yeah,
Right.
absolutely a fucking flex.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, over there is the portal room, and then over this way, you have kind of like this little rifty area. This is where we got a lot of the farm animals that I'm prepping for. More might spawn later, but we'll get
Oh,
there.
okay.
And then down here, so you would think you need charcoal for a good while, right? But you're in the nether. You can get enough iron to make a bucket, which, is a lot more difficult in this than you would think.
Mm-hmm.
All you need to do is go down to the lava, get a bucket of lava, scoop it, and then put it in the furnace, and it burns like 100 blocks.
Yeah, which helps a lot.
Yeah, and so what I'll do, I call this like the lava silo. So whenever I'm out in the world and I have an empty bucket, I make sure to scoop at least a little bit, and then I'll refill the lava silo.
Yeah.
So this is what it's at right now. Sometimes it goes down, sometimes it goes up.
Mm-hmm.
And I made it pretty schmancy too. Got the little side carved stuff and everything, all the vines growing everywhere. I,
Yeah.
I like I like aesthetic and practical. I
Yeah, the
marked the
aesthetic
the,
is
the typical line, and I'm
very
going through
nice.
each one individually. So as they run out, I'll just have the next one to
Jeez.
go to. And if you look at the map, there's literally a ton of deposits, so we'll be
Yeah, I'm
just
seeing.
fine.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of it. God dang, you got like three silos just
Yeah, these are
chilling there.
these are the three major ones that we're built next to, and then you just have a bunch of mini ones around.
Dang.
So we're good for a while, but again, there's no ore or anything, so you really have to just work with stone tools and the little iron you still have. But I've
Yeah.
been grinding by fucking raiding shit, so we're not low on iron by any fucking means. And then this is the entrance to the place I was building last time I was on the podcast. This is called the Rift of the Sun, which now looks like this.
Ooh.
I did a lot of this by fucking hand, and it was painful,
My
but
God,
it
but it
looks
looks.
really
Yeah, it
good.
looks good, dude. Oh my God.
So realistically, I can imagine like people turning underground habitable spaces into like these kind of cave oases, these lush caves in a situation where the overworld is just barren and dead.
Yeah, that's kind of the aesthetic and like Minecraft that I usually like going for, but I'm not good with
Mhm.
making lush looking caves like that. I'm just like,
It
alright, let's
definitely
just.
takes some effort and time, but it's
Yeah.
definitely worth it. Like, hold on, this is what it looks like from above too, so you can see like
Yeah.
the patterns.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
actually looks barren and.
yeah, it's just a wasteland. And I've been
Hmm.
exploring a lot of this too. Like you can see the different
Oh, yeah.
structures kind of poking out everywhere. I think spawn is, yeah. So this is the spawn box. I made it out of bedrock so that you don't immediately explode.
Gotcha.
And then you can the first way I went is just north. I was just like fuck, 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 and then
Just
I
gotta go.
then I made these places.
Hmm.
But I'm pretty proud of it. I still have yet to really figure out what else I'm going to expand with or what I'm going to add to make it more practical.
Hmm.
I was looking into if string duping works, but no, it does not, and I was really sad about that because that would make
Dang,
things so
yeah.
much fucking quicker on the wool production. Like I was just thinking, we don't have a bedroom because I'm so used to the idea of not being able to sleep in the nether, right?
Yeah.
But we're technically in the overworld, so we should be able to make beds. I just need to gather enough string for that. Yeah, here's another passageway that leads up to the overworld, like the surface.
Okay.
Made it a little schmancy.
Yeah.
Let's see, do I fold? So you can see there's a shit ton of gas ready to fucking destroy my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I try to make a few options. Like you can walk on the top of the carved out flat area, and over here leads towards spawn and everything. So I left a torch path for anyone else who joins or spawns in, depending on if I made this a server. I have Soul
Gotcha.
Strider boots on, so I can run quick through the wastelands. Um, but yeah, otherwise it's just pretty much surviving, expanding, that sort of vibe, you know.
Yeah.
But I've had a lot of fun building this world. Um, but now I get to show you the other thing I've been working on, which is in a different CurseForge save. So I'll open that one
Okay.
up now.
Heck yeah.
I call this one McHeck modded.
Oh goodness.
hmm I haven't built anything like structurally speaking too much just yet. I think
Mm-hmm.
there was this one world where I was kind of testing out some build ideas based on the structures. Um, but otherwise, I mean, a lot of it's just the typical stuff you'll expect out of a modded thing. That's going to be masochistic from me. A lot of medieval
Mm-hmm.
stuff, a lot of survival stuff. Uh, I added some things like Nether ores plus, which might spawn things in the Nether
Okay.
ore wise. I'm hoping, because that would make it a lot more interesting if people could actually mine for resources.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I also had like waystones and zombie awareness and seasons. I don't know how Serene Seasons is going to work in a nether cave biome, but I'm very intrigued to see what happens.
That would be
Also
interesting to see.
added, yeah, I also added security craft, which should add things like turrets and all that bullshit. I
Ooh,
added
yeah,
some
that's
structural
nice.
generation. Uh, what else is there? Oh yeah, one of the important ones that I thought would be cool is adding netherite scrap from piglin brutes as a drop.
Okay.
That way you're incentivized to fight like the hardest bastard who's like protecting the caves, or one of them anyways. But
Mm-hmm.
um I added a lot of furniture and aesthetic mods. uh oh yeah, okay, so since the floor, quote unquote, the sea with all the water is now covered in a toxic haze, I decided that an interesting way to get around would be grappling hooks and aircrafts. So there's very rudimentary Leonardo da Vinci style SketchUp aircrafts that are now available. You just have to find all the right parts and resources to make them, and then you
Okay.
can kind of travel from platform to platform without touching the ground fog.
Yeah.
I also added, certain convenience things like fast leaf decay, vein miner. But I also added like sanity and eyes in the darkness and celestial events. So like if it's a blood moon, then you're fucked because all the zombies are like constantly spawning on double. Dynamic lights. What else is there? Oh yeah, I added an interesting mod called Corpse.
Oh, does it leave like an actual corpse behind for
Yes,
the?
so
Okay.
every time you die, it leaves your actual corpse with your old items in the corpse.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
there's no need for keep inventory or worrying about stuff despawning because your corpse is there. And it actually looks like a dead version of you, so it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
cool. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, here we go. I've loaded up the modded version. I'm in creative right now because I was testing out some of the building ideas.
Yeah.
But you'll get a glimpse of how the Soul Sand Valley looks in a cave system
Oh
like
my
this.
god, that looks fucking majestic, dude. What the hell?
Doesn't it? And remember, this is like a situation where like it would be your worst nightmare to actually be in.
Yeah.
But imagine a civilization that was forced to live in this.
That would actually be friggin' cool. Like, I would genuinely
Yeah.
love to live in something like this.
And there's a bunch of weird monsters too. Like you have this Cerberus type thing,
Holy, yeah.
called a soul
The Soul
beast.
Beast, look at them.
Earlier I added one that had like a whole bunch of soul sand hands that would like grab you and drag you down into the earth, but they spawned way too fucking frequently.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I would have kept them if it was only like one every 500 blocks or something, but it was like one every block. It
Good
was crazy.
lord, yeah.
But I've flattened out this mound here, and I'm testing out some of the architectural ideas I've been having.
Ooh, okay.
But what I'd really like to do is I'd like to have one of these worlds as a server, and then just like tell everyone, this flat area, this platform that's lit up is home base. If you want to expand the habitable world, you have to light it up. You know,
Yep, light it up and just
And there's actually a
go.
practical reason for that with the mods, because if you stray too far from darkness, or you stray too far from the light, your sanity goes down.
Okay.
There's a sanity mechanic, kind of like uh don't don't starve together, if you
Right.
played that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So hold on, let me find a nice dark spot to go insane in. The other issue is trying not to be spotted. So you see that brain to the left there? Oh,
Oh,
God
and you
damn it.
just die by a skeleton. But yeah, I saw the little brain there.
Oh geez, I'm in the death fog.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Already spawned.
Okay,
That's horrible. Already spawned in the death fog.
yeah. Here, let me teleport back to my death.
Yeah.
Okay, that skeleton sees me, so I'm just gonna keep running. But the idea is the more insane you get, the more interesting things happen.
Okay.
So like you can take damage, you'll lose sanity. You can kill something, you'll lose sanity. But if you head towards light, then you'll gain sanity. If you
Okay.
cook something and eat something, you'll gain sanity. If you stay near a campfire, you'll get sanity. If you go in the water, you'll lose sanity because you're wet.
Oh yeah, I
There's a
definitely
lot of
see it
weird
going down.
things.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I'm in the dark and I'm standing on
Soul
soul
sand.
sand and all that stuff. Um, and if I get hit, it'll go down faster. But the general consensus, the general idea is something along the lines of once it reaches about halfway, you'll start to get like weird hallucinations, both auditorial and visual.
Oh.
Yeah, so you see that in the distance there,
A little bit. Yeah, I
right
see
next to the
that.
cursor.
Yeah, I see the little eyes.
Mhm. So that's not part of that sanity mod. That's just a Eyes in the Darkness mod.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then it just
Which, if
poofs
you're
away.
close enough, yeah, if you're close enough, you can hear it make the sound of a kid laughing.
Oh, and there's your body.
So here's my
Yeah,
corpse,
the corpse is
all of
there.
my creative items.
Yeah. Oh.
The soul beast is attacking me.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah.
geez.
Oh no. Oh, you're not gonna be able to show it. It's fine.
No, it's okay. Hold on. I have a weird idea. Let me tick down my health over here due to
The
the
fog.
deafness
Yeah.
here. Yeah, so you notice as you go further into it, it suffocates you, which is the
Yeah.
intent, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Like mechanically speaking. But
Yeah. Of
oh geez.
course.
Ooh. As you'll notice,
Oh
it's also
yeah.
dangerous to leave civilization because there's a lot of soul beasts waddling around
Absolutely.
trying to
Yeah.
eat you.
Completely makes sense.
One of the easiest ways to die in this game is just to lose all of your hunger and stamina,
Mm-hmm.
just from running all the time.
Yeah, that's about how I
Oh
expect
geez.
it to go.
Whether it be from something trying to eat you or you name it, just fucking damn it.
Yep, like
Come
that.
on. Hold on, let me find a safe place to go insane and I'll show
True, yeah. A safe spot to go insane. That could be taken completely out of context.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie. That'd be funny.
Yeah. Okay, this looks not safe.
Definitely not. No, there's not a lot of safe spots aside from
No,
literally just
no, it's
hiding
not
in a
meant to
hole.
be.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
aside from
Okay,
hiding
let me
in.
get some water.
Yeah.
I'll get some rotting flesh. Come on. There we go. There we go.
Oh
That
my
sanity's
god. Yeah,
really
that
going
is
down.
real. What the hell? How is it going down that fast?
Probably because I'm standing on soul sand plus the water plus me holding rotten flesh.
Okay. Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
there's a lot of different aspects to
actually insane.
it. Quite literally. But at a certain point you'll start hearing and seeing the hallucinations and you'll get little like text prompts on the screen that pop up that are just like, what am I hearing? Shit like that.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now we're tanking it.
Oh my god. I don't like
I don't
this.
like this. Oh yeah, I changed the font to be more medieval too, so it adds to the flavor.
Nice. Heck yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me make sure all the sounds are up.
Okay.
You'll probably hear a lot of the soul beasts going on too. Hold on. Where is it? There we go.
Oh lord.
Then you see how the visuals are slowly gaining contrast.
Yeah, a little bit.
See if I can spot any of the weird hallucinations yet.
Well, the
Yeah,
hallucinations actually attack you or no?
yes, they do.
Damn. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely seeing the contrast very much.
And you'll hear like weird sound effects like creepers and chests closing and things like that to freak you out.
Jesus. Yeah, oh my god, it's getting dark.
So one of the many reasons you want to stick towards civilization,
Yep,
because you'll
is...
slowly go insane.
Ooh,
All right, let's see if I can
lord.
find any of the insane beasts, the weird little shadow men who pop up from the hallucinations. I don't see any yet. Here, let's keep going insane.
Oh my god. Just go
Because I think at a
more.
certain point you can literally die from the insanity, or like they'll just straight up start attacking you.
Dang.
Yellow.
Welcome back, Lydia.
Hello, hello. I have finished
How was that one?
my dinner.
Very
Nice.
nice. Right now, we're going insane in Minecraft.
Quite
Oh,
literally.
we're going cuckoo crazy right now?
Yes. That is exactly
That is-
what's happening.
Oh, too loud, too loud, too loud.
I'm looking for the weird little like creatures that should be popping up. But I do
Well,
not see
whatever
them
it
yet.
is, something is too loud.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the voices TM.
The voice.
Yeah, the voice is trademark.
They're telling me to do things.
Where are they? Where are they? Oh, there's one.
Oh.
He's a friend.
It's coming.
Like how you're wearing sunglasses in your Minecraft skin, so even if you're going insane, you still look real cool.
Exactly.
Looking real chill.
Okay, that's a soul beast coming.
Like how the rotten flesh has flies flying all over it too.
Oh.
Oh,
God damn it. Oh yep, that okay, so that was one of the creatures that just killed me. Let me see if
Oh,
I
okay.
can I'll creative mode and then see if I can teleport over.
Oh,
So that's
that
the
guy.
nightmare
Okay.
creature
Oh,
that kills
God.
you.
Gotcha. Okay.
he seems like a nice guy.
Totally, yeah.
So you start seeing those when you slowly go insane and that kind of thing.
Do they have the power to kill you, or?
They do.
Oh, yeah, they can kill you. It's the... Even
They're
in
called rotten
insanity.
stalkers or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and once you reach a certain threshold of sanity, if you start trying to attack them, they'll attack back.
How do you get sanity back?
Uh, normal things like staying by campfires, eating cooked food, um, putting on clothes during the rain, eating, regaining your health, not killing random things, that sort of just
Yeah, I agree.
mechanical sanity.
Eating a nice big burger usually makes the voices stop for me as well, so I
Mhm,
completely
mhm.
understand.
True. But yes, so that's part of why you want to stick towards the light and civilization and the safety of the walls and so on. Because if you
Mhm.
don't, then you succumb to the insanity or
Yes.
starve or whatever.
Literally
Bad
anything.
things will happen.
Bad things to you.
Yes, of
Bad
course.
things, TM, exactly.
So slowly but surely, I've been testing out a few architectural designs just for a little makeshift city thing. I've already lit up a base platform. I might make this the new spawn area just for my own convenience. Um, I was thinking of turning this into like a water silo or something,
Mhm.
That could be
but
neat.
yeah. So it's a cool little game mode. I like the idea of it. Um, I've added a lot of fun and interesting things. Hold on.
Well,
Grapple.
once it's done, I would love to try it out.
Yeah, I just need to figure out how to set up the server for it. Um, but it can be
You
done.
just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it, Bozo. How hard is that?
No. Hold on, let me see if this grappling hook wants to. There we go.
Oh.
So there's like little grappling hooks, and some of them have
Okay.
like little
That's
power
how
ups and
it
stuff.
works. Mhm.
That thing.
Where's the? I think it's this one.
Oh
Yeah,
my
this is
Double.
god.
this is the Attack on Titan grapple hook.
Yeah, and you
Can't
were
sustain
You can
zooming.
slingshot anywhere you so please.
Yep. So yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff. Can't go in the mist because you'll die.
Yep.
So instead you have aircrafts or aircraft parts, and then you build the aircraft yourself, which is kind of a fun thing.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of other weird mobs and stuff, I'm sure. But yeah, figuring I'm kind of hoping that because I've added stuff like cooking mods and stuff like that, that through the limited resources you find in the Nether, you'll figure out how to make new and weird dishes just to survive. Like,
Mhm.
hold on. I think there's something around here. There's like an actual plant that comes in from the cooking stuff. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Ash oat seed,
Hmm.
which can be turned into ash oats, ash oat flour, ash oat bread,
Okay.
that sort of stuff. And there's other stuff too, but
I'm gonna
um,
say it doesn't look that appetizing.
nope. But this is the Nether, so what do you expect?
You have a point. I mean, I wasn't expecting any greenery, that's for sure.
I mean, there's mushrooms,
That doesn't count. They're mushrooms.
and
Mushrooms are weed.
depending, true. So the other part of this too is because you're in a cave system, you would need to break the bedrock above in order to get sunlight. So the way that you grow trees down here is by scavenging for bone meal
Oh yeah, and you
or
can
killing a
get.
bunch of skeletons and stuff.
Excuse
Hmm.
me. But yeah, I
It's
know
it's
with
an
the
interesting
bones.
idea
Yeah, with the bones that pop up, I'm pretty sure you could get a lot of bone meal from the.
for sure, but you know, you got to keep expanding if you want to fuel even
Oh
just
yeah.
one. And the more friends you have, the more dirt you can make.
Mhm.
And the more dirt you have, the more chances of getting like seeds and stuff you have,
Of course.
and growing shit.
Is that a
So
two-headed horse demon? What the heck was that?
it's a
That is a
three-headed
soul
dog demon.
beast. Yeah.
Oh, it's a Cerberus.
Hmm.
Yes.
He looks nice. He
Yes.
just wants some pets.
He just wants to bite your head off, but it's okay.
It's okay because that's his way of showing he loves you.
Exactly. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of everything going on, and I think it's fun in a
It's
weirdly
gonna
messy
be
kind of
real
way.
good once you finish it up.
Yep. My thought process is rather than just build like a faux kingdom myself, I could just like be like, hey guys, you want to try to survive in this hellscape? Teehee.
Tee hoo.
It'll be totally cool. Hard
Wouldn't it be
mode
kind of
gaming.
quirky if I just spawned you in and whoops, there's a giant dragon you have to fight. Have fun.
Have fun. Yeah. Um, but for those of us who do enjoy a little bit of the survivalistic masochism in strange worlds like this, feel free to help me figure it out. Because I have a lot of the mechanical and practical things we would need down. We just need the people aspect of it.
Yeah. I think that's probably going to be the biggest thing, because I'm sure 9 times out of 10 people are going to wonder, how the fuck are you going to survive more than 10 seconds in
Yeah,
a
honestly,
vanilla or like a regularly
yeah.
spawned world? Like, you could
Yeah,
immediately
the
put
truth
this
of the
on.
matter is uh the first like couple hours are always the hardest.
Because you have nothing.
Yeah, because you have nothing and you're constantly dying and you're trying to find a safe spot to just start carving out a tedious little hole in to survive.
Yeah.
But in a server like this, I'd probably want to start you off in a safe zone and pre-build it just for the sake of schmancy.
Makes
You
sense.
could probably do like a bonus chest kind of thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just be like, hey, here's some starting gear. Don't lose it. All right, have fun.
That's what I
Right.
thought too, yeah.
Either way, it would be pretty cool to. I kind of like the idea of starting you off with a bonus chest of stuff that's actually useful for the run, but not telling you how to use it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's evil.
Yeah,
And
just like here's a fishing rod.
it's like,
Yeah.
all right, how do I use it? Well, you need bait first off. Okay, where do I get
Right.
bait? Oh no, have fun.
Have
I
fun.
don't know, but you
Or
gotta find it.
here's a single mushroom. You know.
No, and like the single mushroom would be crucial for something. But,
Oh
like,
yeah, absolutely.
But like anyone who doesn't know that will just like, I don't need it, and then they throw it away, and then like.
Oh,
later
you know what would be
later-
evil? Okay, because one of the most useful and important things you can get in a world like this is iron, right? So, what if I just started you off? Like, here's 6 iron.
People
And then someone will immediately
forget,
use it
yeah.
for like a pickaxe or some shit, and then they're just like,
Yeah,
oh,
and then
cool.
immediately use it all up, not realizing, hey, I think I might need a bucket, you know?
Yeah. Or
Have fun
realize
getting
that
more
iron
iron
is...
5 head.
Yeah, realize iron is not as
It's a
common
very
of a
limited
resource.
resource.
Yeah, it's not as common of a resource as it is in a standard game.
Yeah, there's kind of a fun part to this, which it has a secondary unintentional aspect of. It's also kind of a social experiment to kind of see like if certain clans of groups of people will form around it.
I love Fallout New Vegas.
Right.
Welcome to the new Fallout game.
Like, will everyone stay united around the spawn, or will they go off and do their own things? Will they start raiding each other and destroying shit? You know, what's gonna happen?
I like a little dash of chaos here and there.
Exactly. And we're human after all, so destruction is in our nature.
And it's inevitable.
Arson. That's all I'll say. Arson.
Yeah.
Arson,
So-
of course.
I'm
And I
gonna
mean,
use-
there's
I'm
a
just
lot of
gonna
very
use one
easy
of-
ways.
I'm
There's
just
a lot
gonna
of
use
very
one of those
easy ways to
irons to make a flint and
sabotage.
steel. Just go ham.
Right. Well, I guess yeah, you could find flint because there's gravel occasionally, but yeah. I'm really curious to see the creative ways people kind of adapt and react to this specific environment, you know. So I don't know if people are interested enough in that. I could definitely try to set it up and like involve it as like an active server.
Mm-hmm.
Would
I
be
think
neat.
that's cool. Yeah, I just need to, I guess, transfer the world file and make sure that I have the right version of Java for this. It'll
Yeah.
take a little while to set up, but we can do it.
Yeah,
I
sure.
believe in you.
I'll ask Bunches to help or something.
Yeah.
Um, but otherwise,
Just don't invite me because I will set arson to the place.
I mean that's kind of half the fun. So
Okay, so invite me because I will set arson to the
yeah, and then we'll. I'm very curious to see how warfare would be done in an environment like this, because you're basically limited to stone tools and whatever you lead.
Get the
Basically, you
nuke!
wouldn't-
You
Yeah,
just
basically,
make a nuke.
you wouldn't leave the Stone Age, or you'd find a material that would be insane to be able to actually
Yeah, I mean,
get that far.
it's funny because diamond is more common than iron in this world.
That's funny.
So I mean, you would find certain
Realistically, if
uses.
you realistically think about it, diamond isn't really that useful aside from tools. Iron
Exactly.
is more. You
Yeah.
have to do a convention to make an iron farm though, because I'm pretty sure someone's gonna find a way to do it.
Mhm.
Someone likely will, yeah.
Yeah, but
People in this game be crafty. Haha, get it? Minecraft.
but yes. Also, I'll be right back. But that
Okay.
is the modded McHeck world I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
So, how is the conversation going without me here?
Other than my boy said he talking a lot about McHeck and how it works, it's been very, very quiet, I would say. And I know I'm still stupid tired. I shouldn't be this tired, but
Have you tried a thing? It's a really cool thing called not being tired.
I tried that. It's only worked maybe a few times that I have tried it.
How'd I feel? It's just like, have you tried not being tired? Yes. Didn't work.
It works sometimes, but not all the time.
Exactly. And then the times you really like, you know, you really need it to work, it doesn't. And then you're like, well,
Like
what do I
whatever.
do now?
Yeah, you wouldn't know. I'm curious. He's AFK, or he's muted, but he's doing things. I'm curious as to what he's gonna do.
He's gonna.
He's probably making his little water silo thing going on.
Mm. Oh, there he goes.
A pause. Up button.
He's probably like looking up a tutorial on how to a real good
Oh.
water silo, and then like
How to make water silo in Mince Raft.
mince
Okay,
wrap.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Uh,
We saw you moving. What were you doing?
All right, so you see this big hole here?
Yes.
No.
I'm thinking it should be turned into a water silo for the starting city.
Yeah, we were
port.
thinking you were already starting it while you were like AFK.
Yeah, I was talking to Sky for a
Yeah,
second. 'Cause
yeah,
he just
you're
got
good.
back.
You're good. Yeah.
All right. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
if you
pretend
want a
to know who that
tutorial,
is. Say hi to them
step-by-step-
for me.
Hi.
Yes,
Everyone
tell-
says hi.
Yes, tell Sky we said hi.
Sky.
I don't know who
Everyone
Sky
says
is,
hi.
but I say hello.
Sky is my lovely partner.
Yes.
She is.
She is
big-
very
adorable.
cool.
It's very pog.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you want to make a water silo, step one, make the layer of a block you're willing to destroy, and
God.
fill up the lid so
Mhm.
that you can put the water on top. So then once the full pool of the top of the water is made, you can just break it and remove it, and then you don't have to
Yeah.
like manually deal with weird pockets from just filling up the edge or something. Also, it kind of looks like a staircase going up, which is half of why I like this area. I'll
Mhm.
probably build it up a little better to, actually whoosh into the
Oh, it
landscape.
kind of does. Yeah, look at that.
It does. It looks good. It looks good. It looks nice. I was saying good and nice, but I said
It looks god.
Looks guys.
Guys.
It is funny because the word for good does etymologically come from the word God. So there you go.
It doesn't. I read somewhere that like goodbye is an
Yes, that's the
abbreviation
phrase.
of God be with ye.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Mhm.
Because like if you think about it, like if you have like a fantasy setting, your characters can't really say like geez or goodbye or even like good
good,
morning
even.
or something
Yeah,
without
they'd have
being
to
like,
say like
yeah,
well.
Christianity's in this too.
Well, that's the other thing, is like a good portion of the words and metaphors that we use culturally, like on a daily basis, are very much linked to a lot of those concepts too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, half
It's
of
like
the
this weird
Romance
thing.
languages, yeah, I mean, half of the Romance languages, for example, they have very common phrases that are all like theologically or philosophically linked. Like, what's the word for thank you in French?
Mercy.
Mercy. Yeah. It's kind of interesting that it would be mercy, but the reason it's popularized is because of the theology. Or thank you in Spanish.
Oh, yeah, like gracias.
Or
Yeah.
gracious. Or, you know, there's other examples. But it's all very philosophical or theological in that sense.
We didn't come for a history lesson.
Yeah, you did.
Damn it!
You
I've
came
been
for
tricked
With
into learning
SETI,
again.
with SETI, everything's a history lesson.
Tee-hee.
Teddy,
But
why
yeah.
would you make? Why? How dare you make me learn?
Because it's funny. That's why. That's how I dare. But also, I'm just about done with this silo.
Yeah, the dare of
Lid.
house.
Alright, so now I just gotta fill up the edge.
Yeah, just gotta do all that.
Oh, okay. We have a new guest. It is my cat.
Wow. Wow.
I want to see cat.
He says, meow. What is he
Meow,
doing?
he indeed says.
He's sniffing around, doing cat
Yeah.
things, as one does.
My dogs are sleeping currently.
Yeah, speaking of cats, because I know Lydia and Bub and a few others already know about the cat with or the little kitten that my coworker ended up getting from I hate that I forgot, but I'm pretty sure it was literally like the what is it, like the liquor store. I'm pretty sure that was where they got the fucking
Jeez.
cat. Yeah, but
That's a rough place to find a cat.
it is, but it's honestly, the cat's really cute, but they named it or the nickname of it is a little interesting.
Is it like Bud?
No, not that. It's something you literally should not be saying on stream. That's the thing. That's what I'm like.
Why?
Repeat the N word. I swear to God.
No, it's not that. No. I think I kind of already mentioned the name to you guys. I don't know if you guys remember
Not to
or
me.
not. Yeah, not
I
to
don't
you,
remember.
but to Lydia, I'm sure a little bit, but I don't think I fully went through. But
You could type it.
yeah, I can hold on. But
But why specifically that nickname?
because of the little mustache looking
Oh.
like yeah, that kind of thing. But
All you had
it's
to say was,
but because
you
it's a
had to use,
female.
like umbrella terms. We're like, oh.
Yeah,
Did-
but because
did
it's
they
a
make it,
female, they
like,
named it
feminine?
they named it the wife of said
Oh, I
Oh,
thought it
yeah.
was just like we would go like, I don't know, Henrietta or some shit.
No,
Really
but
funny.
I don't know if I can even say it, but literally
no,
just
probably not.
I mean,
We'll just leave it at that. Everyone
yeah, we'll
knows.
just leave it
Uh,
at that. But with
You
the
will find a
mustache and
mustache
the
man.
the funny mustache painter man, I guess. I'm not gonna
Dude,
go
I
any
like how
further
all you had to
details,
say
but...
was mustache.
Yeah,
Everyone
mustache.
got it.
Yeah, which I find very funny. But yeah, that's the nickname. The actual name of the cat is the wife's name of
Oh, that's the
said
actual
person.
name?
Yeah.
Imagine he takes the poor cat to a vet.
Yeah, and just say, "Oh, this is the cat's name, and this is
this is the cat's name, and then they're like, oh, that's a pretty name. Where'd you get it from? Or like, how'd you think of it? And he's like,
well,
World War II.
literally, yeah. You know, you know about the dude with the mustache, and
You know
yeah,
about the Germans.
it's wild because that's literally the nickname, and my friend literally will still stick with the nickname before the actual name of the cat. I'm like, God damn it. I'm not surprised that he would do that, but gotta actually learn its regular name first before using its nickname. But I'm like, damn it. I'm not surprised at the fact that this is its nickname because of the way it was, or the way it is. I feel bad. Like, it's a cute cat, don't get me wrong, and it is very, like, hyperactive and playful, and good lord, it's cute, but good lord. Just the name.
How does the way it acts make it have that nickname?
It's not really the way it acts, it's just the way it looks. That's, like, the only reason why. The way it acts is completely different, and again, it's just cute.
I was gonna make a joke, but I probably shouldn't make it on stream. I'll tell you the joke.
Yeah, it can be after. Yeah, it can be after. It'll be fine.
Afterwards. So, about that cat.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I've been. You ever like play a game and you like become obsessed with it for like a month? And you're like,
Yes.
and then you're like, I'll play this game another time, and then you don't touch it for like 2 months.
That's me with Grounded.
That was me with... What is that? I know I've been
That's
playing Incursion Red River a little bit, but I literally hadn't touched it after like almost 7 hours of playing. Like, it's fun. It's really, really fun, don't get me wrong, but I'll probably have to wait a little bit until more of the patches come through, but it's fun. I think it was the same way with Kingdoms and Castles. I played a little bit as well. But...
Dude, I love Kingdoms and Castles.
Yeah, but then I stopped playing after like April of last year.
The
Yeah,
funny
we
thing
should-
is
we should
play it again.
that was me with Minecraft right now, because
Mhm.
I do this thing, or like I play a thing for a little bit, and then I don't touch it for like a couple months, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that game exists, and then I start playing it again.
Yeah, just
Right.
oh, cool.
Yeah,
It's like, oh yeah, I remember the fun I had with this, and then it's like,
Yeah, I haven't been as attentive to Minecraft as recently because I've been doing life stuff, but
Yeah.
I still play it.
It's kind of how I am.
sometimes that's all you want to do is just play.
Yeah, it's kind of how I am with Minecraft. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this is, something I'm fine with playing for maybe a week or two. Then,
Sure.
all right, we're done. I don't feel like playing anymore.
It's like, all right, time to not touch it for an entire month.
It's wild because that's the thing with Destiny. It's been a completely different thing, but I'm walking to the topic of Destiny. But the thing is, with that one, just with how fun the gameplay and everything is, it's great. It's just the things to do in it is not much, but somehow I can still, play and get whatever that I, normally would probably
I
be
still
spending so much of my time doing elsewhere, but because it's, somehow fun to
Yeah,
just
I'm-
have big number go boo or big number go burr.
yeah, I've been
Big
debating
number, brain go happy.
Yes.
I've been debating getting external drive just so I can play the big games again and do the
Yeah.
medieval run.
That's literally what I did for Helldivers, and I don't regret it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
honestly.
think I'll do it at some point. I just need to. I think I'll do a couple more commissions or something and then use that money for it.
Yeah, because it's very solid. I'm trying to save the big hard drive space, like my terabyte hard drives, just for the podcast and stuff. But also if I want to end up using anything else, but
Mm-hmm.
because if I do that with all the podcast stuff, and then I'd probably have to like remove some of the old ones, or if I decide that I want to make like highlights or whatever, I can just do that, and then I can just remove the old stuff. Because literally all the podcast lives are just chilling, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just chilling over there, and I'm pretty sure none of it's been muted, so
Right.
I'm sure it'll be fine. And if one of the things is like muted in certain parts, then I'll just have like the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, it'll definitely be fine, and I can just use that for whatever else. But
Mm-hmm. I gotcha.
yeah,
I will be right back.
okay.
All right.
We will be. Hmm. Hmm.
Well, on speaking of like bigger hard drives, I kept getting Google like notifications of, hey, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is getting put on Game Pass. And I'm like, huh? So I guess Black Ops 6 is confirmed, and just
Yeah, they've been having reveal stuff for probably the last week or so.
I didn't
wanna
know
say.
there was even a 4 or 5. I didn't
Well,
even know there
there's-
was a 4 or
By
5.
I didn't even know there was a
technicality there is.
I didn't even know there was a 5. I know there was a 4.
So I know Cold War, I believe, counts as, I want to say 5.
That's actually dumb. I don't
They're
know why.
Windows counting.
Yeah. God.
'Cause,
why?
I want to say it's because it's technically considered part of the Black Ops universe because of all the Activision with
Oh
Treyarch
yeah,
stuff,
with Black Ops
but-
Cold War. Yeah, that makes sense. But still, that's I don't know. I don't like.
Yeah,
that
it's
that's
weird. Well,
Kinda
and as far as I'm aware, I think they're going to be talking about 9/11 too in Black
Why?
Ops 6.
That
I don't
why?
No.
Who-
Well, I mean, they were
who
doing
wants
all
to
this stuff
relive
with
that?
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, no, that's definitely gonna be
It's kind of
controversy and a
in
half.
cold chase.
Still, yeah, controversy and a half, and it's only 20 plus years, like ago that this happened, and there's
Yeah, I
people
mean,
that are
for-
still alive for that. Like,
The only people who are going to remember that aren't going to want to re-experience.
yeah,
that,
they don't
you
want to
know?
re-experience it. Like if it
That's-
was a fictional scenario, probably, but if it's in
Even
you know,
then.
yeah, it's not really.
I have a feeling they're going to deviate from what the core of it was. Because they had a bunch of stuff that it's like uncover the truth or whatever, or that like
Oh,
they
geez.
lie. It's meant to be a bunch of stuff that's like, you know, oh, the government's not telling the full picture and
Well,
stuff like that.
sure, but
yeah,
you
I
know?
don't know.
I don't
I'm
know,
not
it's-
interested in it. It's, I mean,
This is why I've
given enough
stopped.
that they've lost interest. In,
Yeah, this is why I've stopped since like, what was it? Infinite Warfare. Like, I still like the story of Infinite Warfare. I liked that, but since then, with the newer changes in the UI, I was just like, yeah, no, this just does not pique my interest one bit. It was just not fun.
Right.
It was-
And then it's just the whole series has an identity crisis. It doesn't really know what it wants to be anymore.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm just not gonna play
Bother.
because it stopped being good after like. I know Black Ops 3 still had like good zombie stuff, but I only played it for the zombies. at
Yeah.
that point. I used to play it for like multiplayer, but I think the multiplayer stopped being good after like Black Ops 2.
I will say the zombies was decent in Cold War, but I wouldn't say it was anything close to the trademark zombies experience they had before.
Oh,
that
yeah.
ended up getting ruined by Black Ops 4, but
Yeah, no,
for the most part, it was okay.
I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the current gen, like, Black Ops, or even just any Call of Duty games
Agreed.
now. Like, with how Modern Warfare and how all of that did, I don't know. I hated the way the gunplay and everything in that worked. Like, again, a lot of hot takes, and I'm pretty sure I've said it
It's
before.
pretty
I guarantee.
agreeable though.
Yeah, I'm sure I said it before, but literally the gunplay and how Call of Duty worked for, the past maybe 5 or so years is garbage, and I've been hearing that it still has the same plagued issues because cheaters have been able to get the same cheats into different titles every year. Just
So
because they
really copy
refuse.
paste.
Yeah, it's literal copy
Yep.
paste, and they just refuse to update or do anything about it.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's another thing that I think is worth mentioning with Modern Warfare 3. That wasn't even technically a whole new game. It was a DLC built off the same engine, and it was so grossly similar. They actually had assets that were from Modern Warfare 2 being used in there,
Yeah.
and it was like engine assets, like movement mechanics, stuff like that they took from Modern Warfare 2, put it in the third game, and then forgot to update it with the new movement system that they made for the multiplayer.
I am
So you're
unsurprised.
basically playing Modern Warfare 2 plus.
Yeah, I am unsurprised. Like, literally, that could have
doesn't shock
been
me.
an expansion to the game. That
I
literally
think
could
it
have
was
been
meant
considered
to
an
be
expansion.
like.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would probably expect that it was meant to.
Yeah,
be.
I'd believe it if it was an expansion.
Well, and I think there was a reason that it was sold as a DLC rather than an like completely different game, because I'm not sure how well known this is outside of the community, but COD HQ is like the main sort of like app for all of the
Right.
Call of Duties now.
Mhm.
So instead of just releasing a game, they make it DLC, so A, you can't refund it, and then B, you've also got all of the same engines and stuff tied together. It's just
Right.
slightly different between the years, so
That
sure, the guns
is-
work in between each game, but then
That's
it
like
doesn't really work out
the
too well.
scummiest thing I think I've just as much heard, but it's not as scummy as what Ubisoft did with their digital game for, I think it was like The Crew, I think. It was one of those games where literally they said, alright, we're stopping support and you're not getting refunds for the game. Because literally
Yeah,
you
I
don't
heard
own
about
this.
that.
Yeah, because you literally don't own this game, so therefore, fuck
Remember,
you.
kids, if you don't own what you buy, then
Yeah, if you don't own what
Right.
you buy, then you,
and it's not stealing.
yeah, then it is not stolen. It was wild just even seeing that, but it's still scummy nonetheless. I just hate the fact that that's still a practice.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it'll be the death of the industry, and we'll have AAA to carry things as usual.
I can't wait for the rise of indie studios in the next
Yeah.
like
Oh,
10
honestly,
years.
yeah. Yeah, no, it's already on the rise. It's just,
It is.
until we get, something that literally could completely destroy AAA gaming.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I
general.
think Helldivers 2 was technically indie, right? Like they
It
had
wasn't
the funding
meant to
with
be,
Sony.
but
It
yeah,
wasn't
it's
meant,
indie.
yeah.
But
But yeah,
yes,
no,
it
they've,
is.
they definitely have done a solid job. It's just, I can definitely say it's not really as much meant for me, even though I have the game and everything, but I don't know, I've just been very iffy around a lot of the scrutiny of the game, considering,
Oh,
like,
for good reason.
Well, I mean, other than for one, you've got like what is it? Like their anti-cheat is very
Bare
iffy.
bones.
Yeah, bare bones and iffy because it's been hacked through before, and because it's a kernel level anti-cheat, literally if the anti-cheat has been, because it's one of the cheapest anti-cheats, that's why it's like,
Right.
I would have been fine if it was like easy anti-cheat or something, because I know that wasn't like as crazy. Like, sure, with VR chat and its anti-cheat issue thing, but
Yeah.
I know that's like its own ordeal.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
I don't know. Just because it's a cheap anti-cheat and literally has been...
Doesn't mean it's ineffective.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's more of
Although
like...
the purpose is the other important part.
Yeah, it's the main thing
Or
is
the
like... it's
consequence.
Yeah, the consequences of if someone has been able to get into the anti-cheat itself and literally could go into a fuck ton of different PCs, then
Yeah, it's a
basically
huge
it's
privacy
fucked.
breach.
Yeah, literal privacy breaching, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. Aside from, like, you know, the game itself is good. It's just the way they have the anti-cheat set up, I'm just like, it's not at all.
It's not safe.
Yeah, it doesn't feel at all safe to me. That's why I've uninstalled it kind of every single time that I, like, play it, because I'm like, I don't want to...
You don't want to get fucking hacked by some loser on
Yeah, I don't want to
multiplayer.
just, at random, when I don't have the game on and playing, that someone can just randomly go, alright, let's see, you know, let's,
This fucker. This
yeah, I just don't
fucker's
want to
IP
pray
and
that
big
my
details.
PC's, yeah, I just don't want to pray that my PC's not getting hacked that day.
I mean, if you got a good fucking software, then it shouldn't be the end of the world. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm not really gonna be, you know, going through and clicking on random
Checking.
stupid bullshit websites that would
yeah,
cause
exactly.
for any issue. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's why I've been keeping myself away as well from, like, any random Steam friend request, because I keep getting random friend requests on Steam, and I'm like,
Yeah,
stop.
a lot of that is scams.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking accept. Like, I literally have it in my bio, and people still add me that
It's 'cause
are,
they're
you know,
scammers.
scammers. I'm like, they clearly have not read, because I'm like,
Well, of
I
course they
don't.
don't. They're looking for a fucking.
well, that and probably because my inventory's public, and the amount of shit that I have in there is
Oh, you think people
semi-expensive.
are like trying to trade you or something?
Yeah, they're trying to either trade me or trying to find a way to get into the account just so that they can, you know,
right.
full on.
Trying to send you a token swapper
Yeah.
or some bullshit.
Yeah, it's the whole bullshit of like, oh, it's the
I mean, you
Steam
could just-
community website and looking at all
You could
like
just
these.
private your inventory.
I mean, I could, but I like having my inventory public because I don't have anything really to hide in there. It's literally just, oh hey,
Well,
have...
I mean, clearly now you do because otherwise you wouldn't be getting so many friend requests like that.
Well, I don't care if I, you know, have anyone see it, but I know people see it and they'll want to, you know, do whatever to try and take it. And that's why I'm like, I know unless, like, if I have someone that I authentically have met in the game, I would be fine accepting.
Sure.
But if I don't
That's
think I'm gonna
clearly
play
the
with you
case.
longer than like what, maybe
Well, why
a
don't you
session
just
or
do a
two.
situation where you like temporarily change the setting, like turn it on for 5 seconds, and be like, all right, hold on, I'll add you. Just give me like a sec to change my settings.
Well, if it's in game, I don't care. I'm fine with, you know, adding people like that's in game that I've played with. It's just if I'm playing longer than like a session or whatever, then, you know.
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying. Is like if it's a situation where you're just like, you know, you already know the dude. All you have to do is change the setting to flip on friend requests, and then you're good.
Yeah.
But otherwise, just have it as a default off.
I'm not bothered. It's just I could literally go ahead and just click deny friend request or ignore it. It's not that difficult and not that annoying. Like, it is
as
annoying
long
having
as it's
to...
not too constant. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it hasn't been super constant, but I've just been like, at least once a week, it's been that way, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not...
Sure.
I'm not gonna accept the friend request because you're gonna say, oh, well, I'm sorry, I accidentally reported you. And it's like, well, my account literally would have been gone. in any
Right.
case if, that were to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, just literally respond to LMAO, okay.
I would have probably done that. Okay, anyways. Okay, anyways, I
Yeah.
don't want to give you my
You want
items.
anything? Or... Yeah, no thanks. Bye.
Just be upfront rather just than be like, oh, I
Yeah,
accidentally
sorry,
reported
bro,
your
not
account,
letting you have
sorry.
mine.
Yeah. No, I want your items. Like, at least you're honest, I'll give you that, but
Right.
don't fucking go and just be like,
Still not
sorry, I
gonna give you
reported your
anything.
account, or, oh, I have someone of a friend that's wanting to trade for your stuff, but he's been trying to add you for God knows how long, but he can't find you, and it's like, literally, this is the only
It
account.
sounds like BS, but
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's absolute BS, because I'm like, I literally have, like, this is the only account that pops up on Steam Friends list. Why would you think otherwise? Like,
Right.
hello? Like, you can easily find me. You can just
Yeah.
type it in properly and call it a day.
Yeah, I'd just be like, all right, tell your friend to send me a request then, and then report that account.
Honestly. Like, I'll tell him literally, hey, just, like, go to this fucking link that's literally
No,
my Steam account.
I'd literally just be like, all right, well, if your friend wants to trade me, tell him to add me through his account or whatever, and then once the other person adds you,
Yeah, I would just tell him send the link of my account to them or something. I don't know.
yeah,
Well, that
because
would
I'm not
probably
gonna
be...
click any of your links. I'm not gonna, give me a number to search. I'm not gonna click anything you send me,
Yeah,
dude,
unless you tell me what the name of the friend is. Or
Yeah,
probably
I'm
even then.
not gonna do your friend's work for you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I mean, I just probably won't bother with it anyways, just because of the way I'm like.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, ignore it. But,
Yeah,
just
realistically,
have
that's.
fun about it.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, I will just fucking ignore it. Like, I'm not gonna bother adding anyone. Like, especially if it's a trade. I like the shit that I have.
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to keep it. Because I
Yeah.
know damn well 9 times out of 10 people are just gonna do stupid bullshit scammy stuff, and of course, there's a lot of things that people really have been getting smart with,
Sure.
but I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm just not
I
gonna...
personally enjoy the idea of going out of my way to reduce the risk, but if you're fine
Yeah.
with what you got, then that's your situation.
Yeah, no, I mean, the main thing is I'm literally just ignoring it as it is. I'm not gonna go,
Right.
just... That's, like, my first big thing is, like, if I don't fucking know you, I am going to completely ignore your request. Doesn't matter who you are.
That's how we work with most things, including, like,
Yeah,
phones.
that's like a that's like a big form of protection. It's just literally, if you don't know this person,
know,
fucking
I'm not gonna-
ignore it, or just don't bother with it unless you
Yeah.
know you know what is happening, or you know who it
Even
is.
then.
Like, if you're expecting something, then sure, you may have to be a little more open to whoever may potentially be calling you or doing, anything. But otherwise, if you're not, then just don't accept it. Like, it's not that hard. And it's the same deal
Problem
with, like...
solved.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with, like, emails. Like, if you knew you didn't do this thing, like, I
Right,
literally
unless
told my
I'm
brother...
expecting something.
Yeah, like, I told my brother about the scam email that I got, that I looked, I was, like, so confused as to why I even got it, because it said it was, like, renewed 5 years of McAfee for, like, $475, and I'm like...
Your new
For one,
car.
I'm like,
needs
for
to
one,
be
I don't
towed.
remember doing that, and I've checked my account to make sure, and I'm like, okay, so nothing's happened there, and nothing definitely has happened there, but,
Right.
it's just the thing is, like,
It's
if you
like
don't
the car's
remember...
extended warranty bullshit, but for PCs.
Yeah, it's like, if you don't remember doing it, I'm like, okay, I don't remember doing it, and I'm checking my account to make complete sure that I didn't end up getting,
Yeah, it's not that hard
any money
to
taken out
check.
of it. Yeah, it's not that hard. Just check and call it a day.
Oh,
Like,
by the way,
there's...
who the fuck buys McAfee?
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
not exactly safe.
It isn't,
anymore.
like,
Oh.
I don't know. It
Hasn't been
5
for-
years. Whoever the person is that thought I would buy McAfee for 5 years, nah. Like,
Well, and it's like Windows has Windows Defender, and then if
And
you're on
even
Linux,
then-
you're probably smart enough to not download random shit on the
Yeah, and I'm
internet.
pretty
Agreed.
sure I don't even have a McAfee account under my email address, so there
No,
shouldn't
most
be.
people don't. Nor
Yeah.
would they get one voluntarily.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's just the amount of scams and stuff too. Like, they get smart, but I'm like, it's not that hard. If you remember, or if you don't remember doing anything related to it, or, you know, if you keep yourself from adding people that are, you know, potentially going to scam you, like, there's a pattern that you will see. Just look for the pattern and you will be fine. It's just
Although
there's
it's
a lot of
interesting.
old heads that don't know the difference
Yeah.
between, you know.
Well, that's the
anything like that.
primary goal of half the people. But
Yeah.
the other thought of the matter is, like, a lot of forms of advertising have become more intrusive than the ads.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
How ads used to work on like the older internet and a lot of the platforms is it was non-intrusive. You would literally have to go out of your way to find it, or like click a shitty website. But now
Now it's
the
literally just
now
right in your
now
face.
the official software for like half of these game companies and so on and so forth are using the exact same type of technology and scam art that, you know, 90s viruses used.
Which is wild and dumb. I
Like
hate
nothing would ever give you a pop-up ad. Nothing would be involuntarily installed. Like there was kind of this rule back then that the only reason you would ever install something is like, you know, for something necessary, and even then you wouldn't do it without a professional just to make sure it was legit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's my philosophy
now-
still, but
Now it's that the bare minimum of everything. Like most launchers, 99% of the gaming companies, in terms of how they advertise new stuff. And the reason they've done it is because they realize they can't be like movie theaters where like they advertise the next game and the next game,
yeah.
and even if they do, it's kind of scummy, you know. It's
Like-
it's a
Hello.
whole-
Welcome
Hello.
back.
I have returned from
Welcome
my
back.
endeavor.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
What are we all talking about?
Scams.
Scams.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, like the
yeah.
people who. So apparently, I have 3 arrest warrants because a package came in.
Right?
From, yeah,
You
a
would
package
know by
came-
now if you had a warrant out for your arrest.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
literally
know,
they
I
would
have-
come knocking on your door if you
I
had
have
it.
a package that came in from Mexico that carried illegal substances, and
That
now
sounds
they're
like
angry at me.
That sounds like a them problem.
Mhm.
Honestly.
I'm just like, let them come.
Like, because I
Okay.
had, because like I was telling them that I had that scam email of like, apparently I got 5 years of McAfee on my account for like, what was it, 400?
Oh yeah,
170
no, I remember. I
yeah.
remember you told me about that.
yeah, 475, and I was like, no, like I for one didn't have that, and
I don't think
two,
anyone's using that.
yeah, I don't think a lot of people are using that because I'm pretty sure I heard it was like a virus in and of itself, but
Yeah, it's if it's not a virus, then it can be pretty much taken out by the large majority of functional viruses.
yeah. And then I've just been talking as well about like the Steam friend requests that I usually get, but it's been a lot of people with like virtual items usually. Like a lot of people with virtual items, they'll scan for who has like, you know, decent items or
rare
whatever.
special.
Yeah, any rare items or anyone with like the most expensive stuff, and usually like with a lot of very popular like TF2 or Counter-Strike or Dota players, they'll just randomly add them, and they'll have like whatever primary game or whatever that's set up. It's usually like Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike, or Dota, or whatever like things that are set up on their account. Like they'll just say that they're playing it, but it's like I never played with you for one, and two, I don't see, you know, me ever talking anything about whatever, and if they're like, oh, sorry for reporting you, or my friend wants to trade with you but they can't find you, and it's like,
Okay, tell the friend to come through, and
yeah,
if the report worked, I wouldn't be here. So
yeah,
okay.
if all the reports that I have gotten for over the past 10 years have worked, that, you know, people have accidentally reported me, then
Quote,
I
unquote.
literally would not have an account right now.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I've never gotten one of those.
Well, it's
Well,
because you don't have any valuable items.
They're probably,
hidden in
yeah,
your stuff.
not saying anything that's mean,
Oh.
but like they look
It's
for people with
because
valued
I'm
items.
poor.
It's because you're selective and with good taste without consequences.
Yes.
AKA I'm poor.
Don't worry, me too.
It's a fancier way of saying poor. It's okay.
Mhm.
Okay, but you polish a turd, it's still a turd.
Exactly,
fancier
but
turd.
they'll not go after that just because,
Yeah, they won't
you know,
go after a fancy turd now, but at least it's a fancy turd.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's my
Whoever
fancy turd.
finds it is your fancy turd, and you
Yes.
deserve to have it be yours.
Oh, thank you so
Exactly,
much.
yeah.
I guess. Is this supposed to make you feel better, feel worse?
Somewhere in the middle, probably.
Well, sad, and there's also people that I'm pretty sure they'll, like, it's mainly just people that want to go after people with items, not like anyone with
Well,
like
it's
Steam
always-
games or anything. And there are,
because people can't buy or work for their own things. you
yeah,
know?
that, and there's people that usually do buy like Steam accounts and stuff, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't think it'd be a good idea because I already know I don't want to like put my account at risk anyways, which is why I'm like, I'll just literally ignore anyone that tries to add me that I do not know, because
So
I
is that why you
don't.
didn't accept my friend request for God knows how long? I'm kidding.
Probably.
I
Maybe
look
I wouldn't
suspicious
know.
to you?
Most people do.
Most people do, but like if it's not like a CS:GO or like or CS2 and like certain like games that pop up, but then again they can blend in. But I just know if I never played at all at least once, and if the name is very unfamiliar to me, I would not accept it regardless.
Mhm.
But if I already know who you are, or if you're a friend of a friend or anything, I would be
Then it's
fine
more
accepting.
likely.
Yeah, you're more than likely to get accepted, but
Mine is just like, if I've talked to you, fine.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
if like I don't know you, why would I accept you?
Yeah,
I no.
that's the main
Mhm.
thing. Is like, why would I accept if I literally just see you add me and we haven't
And the
said a word
and
to each
like
other?
our only thing of interacting is just I saw you in a game and we played a little bit together, and then I left and I never saw you again.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
would not consider that a friend. I just consider that like a
Like a
teammate. at
dude
best.
who showed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just there. Congrats.
Congrats,
proud.
It's a
you're
bare minimum of social interaction accomplished.
honestly.
We played a bit together on a game where we had to play together.
Yeah,
Cool.
we had to act like a team playing, you know, a team game or something. I don't know.
Shocker.
But yeah.
Or even worse, we were fighting against each other.
Right.
Right. And they add you or they send you a message just to call you a slur and call it a day or something. I don't know.
hey, add me.
That
P.S.
was-
N-word.
P.S.
What?
Nit.
That was the
Right.
thing, is I didn't even know someone sent me. I'm sure I probably mentioned this to probably you, Lydia. I'm sure, like, someone added me on Bungie.net or messaged me on Bungie.net when the crafting bug was a thing, and I didn't even realize it until like a while later. But this was like I think it was like literally September of 2023 or something. It was like a while ago that this happened. But I open it up like several months later, and I look and I see that they message saying like, you know, why are you such a sad person still using crafted guns? And I don't even know where I met this person from. My guess was either it was Gambit or... No, it wasn't Gambit, because I definitely don't remember playing Gambit, but it was probably Crucible or Strikes.
I can't imagine being at such a low point in my life where I message someone else. Damn, I can't believe.
Yeah, I
you
can't
used
believe you're
internet
using an exploit in the game that the devs said literally have fun with. Like, the devs literally condoned you to using it
Yeah.
to actually, play the game. It was an
God
exploit.
forbid
No
you
one
play
got
the game.
Yeah, no one got banned for it. But they will know if you were using actual cheats. But if you were using a crafted weapon with very wild perks and stuff that went on, because that's what I did, and I was happy and very,
Right.
like, because it was unintentional, but they were, definitely glad we found it. That, we used it to its full potential, and I definitely used it to its full potential of trying
Sure.
to play, whatever, and getting certain content done that I would otherwise probably have not been able to get done. But, yeah, they got completely upset at me for it. I'm like, again, the devs did it, but it was like months ago, and I don't really think I would ever respond to that message ever.
Because I don't care
'Cause-
LMAO anyways.
Yeah, for one, and two, I didn't
PM.
see it, so it's like, well, how would I even notice the message anyways? If that were the case, but oh well, like,
Very strange people.
yeah. Though I'm sure if they somehow saw this and somehow still have that grudge of me using a fucking
Sounds like a
crafted
you
gun,
problem, dude.
yeah, no, have fun with that. I'm sorry, but like, have fun being angry the rest of your life that someone used a crafted gun 9 months ago
Yeah.
just to play the video game. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That happened 9 months ago, or however long ago now.
And even then, like, was it really that worth getting angry about to begin
Yeah,
with?
like, they patched it anyways, and they did whatever with it, and sure, people who did the stuff illegitimately during that point, like, it's a part of at least having fun and being able to actually do something that you otherwise couldn't do. I mean, that at least gave some people a little bit of a chance
A
to do
reason
something.
to keep
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, that literally was the highest player count since, like, the latest expansion released.
Right.
It's the thing, and I'm like, this is what
That
brought
doesn't
people
really shock
back,
me
is
that
something
much.
fun. Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
fun.
That's probably why the devs were chill with it, because it was. a
Yeah, and
good
it brought
idea.
player counts back up. Yeah. But we knew it was going to get patched out at some point, so it was like we may as well have fun with it, and of course,
Right.
there you go. But
Some
And,
people are
it's
just allergic to other people having fun, I take it.
That's
yeah,
absolutely true.
I agree. There's definitely a lot of that, and it's sad to see.
It is. I feel sorry for those people.
I am sorry that your life is
Sorry that
boring
you can't
and
enjoy
that you
life,
can't.
yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry that your life is boring and that you can't have fun. As much as my life can be boring, at least I
Right.
still try
I'm
to
sorry
have
that
fun.
you bought a game and it did not fulfill its purpose of being
Exactly.
an enjoyable video game.
And yet you still play it. Like, I had Destiny for 10 years, and I say I hate this game, but I'm gonna play it tomorrow.
Sure, but that's a masochism thing.
Yeah, that's a masochist thing.
That's just you going back to your abusive girlfriend. We get it.
Yeah, I know. Going back to my very abusive,
Damn,
schizophrenic girlfriend.
as one does.
Except I don't want that. Very
Hang
high
on, is
key.
she the schizophrenic one or are you the
Is anyone
schizophrenic one?
sure?
Because maybe there wasn't never a girlfriend.
Yes. That is my answer to that question.
Like, don't you ever think that it's weird that she asks you to not take your meds? Hmm.
Yeah, it can be a little weird with her saying, don't take the meds, it's okay.
I mean, it's better
Yeah.
than when she says, they're living in my walls, there are bugs in my skin, but
True, actually. They're hiding in your
Okay.
brain.
Yes, dig them out, use a fork.
Here's a fork.
Yeah, dig them out.
Specifically a rusty one, otherwise the procedure won't work as well.
Yes.
They're allergic to the rust or whatever.
Especially put it up your ass, because that's where they're especially hiding.
And make sure you get in there
It's
deep.
imperative. It's imperative to the operation.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a raccoon that somehow snuck up there while you were sleeping.
Well, they can fit up there.
Yeah.
I hate that
How
I know
else do
that
we
fact.
feel
Yeah, I hate that I also know this fact.
So can octopi.
I also hate that now. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for giving me another thing
Now
to
I'm even
fear.
more scared of the ocean.
Not like we were already scared of it in the first place. Because
Scared?
literally
Well,
more
not
than half the
scared,
Oh
ocean.
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
uneasy.
scared. That's what it is.
What
yeah,
word
no,
were
that's-
you thinking of, Teddy?
Uh,
There's something you need to tell the class.
that you shouldn't watch a show involving lemons, drool, and scissors.
Honestly, man.
Huh?
Oh my god.
A woman what?
So, you know about I'm sure you were there when we talked about like Mysterious Girlfriend X or
I was there
No
for
Conja.
that.
Yeah. That's the
what I was
whole
referencing.
yeah, that was the whole ordeal.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
she's like, I was thinking of dog and scissors.
Oh, no,
Yeah, that's a
worse.
completely different one, but good lord.
Yeah. So from what I've heard about Girlfriend X is like, apparently it's just Evangelion, like that.
But
It's
worse.
essentially
It
Evangelion,
is that
but
level
with
of weird. Yeah.
it's
More-
the
more
kinkier
cohesive
version
plot.
of Evangelion.
Because it involves saliva.
Yeah, it devolves to literally saliva in like the first episode, and literally every subsequent episode there is at least one portion of it that has drool being used.
Correct.
Gross.
Yes.
Yeah, and
That's kind of funny.
and it
Yes.
unlocks like literally what, maybe at least 5 to 10 kinks, I'm pretty sure, of
Oh, at minimum. At
Yeah.
minimum, dude.
yeah, it's an abundance of kinks that just somehow unlock within someone.
And the
You're
weird thing is, the show isn't exactly like, it's not that kind of show.
yeah, it's not
It doesn't
like
have a lot of that type
It's
of
not
content.
It's not the-
overabundantly lewd.
it's not the I can't
Mm.
believe it's hentai kind of lewd. It's more
Yeah.
of literally you're seeing and going, "Oh, this is some like
Softcore.
yeah, softcore, but it's not like,
softcore but intense.
Yeah.
In that degree. It's weird.
yeah, it's not like overly abundant of that nature, but it's
Mhm.
definitely it's not like High School DxD kind of
No,
softcore.
it's not
yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, where literally the main protagonist literally stumbles on a pair of titties every 5 seconds.
As one does.
Yeah, as one does.
Oops.
Wowzers. Sorry, I stumbled upon your titties and I'm literally laying my face in them.
I'm
Good
getting to
lord.
your
Oh
skin
no,
mysterious
how
as one
silly
does.
I am.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh lordy, I'm so clumsy.
Oh, good lord.
Or like, I'm pretty sure it has one of those scenes where the girl makes the guy do it by accident. quote
Yeah,
unquote, by
literally
tripping.
just
And then she's like, "Yeah, you
yeah, the
pervert."
yeah,
It's
the
like, "Shut
typical
up."
the typical tsundere moment of, "Oh, well, how dare you," and then just fucking stumbles them into them anyways.
Right.
And then tells them that they're the perv and tells them
No,
that,
see,
they're
this
the
weird show
the
is
piece
a
of
little more
shit.
classy.
You know, the classic.
Yes. Classy in a classic way. But yeah, no, I still hate that I fucking stayed up before the fucking previous podcast to watch it. Even
You
though I knew
rewatched it?
no, not this podcast, but it was literally before we had the podcast when we were talking about the anime and stuff.
Did you rewatch it?
No, I didn't rewatch it. It was just the overview video of Yeah.
I see. Okay.
yeah, no, I was
Part
just
of me is like, I kind of want to, but I really don't at the same time.
I've thought about it, but I'm like, I don't think I would have succumbed to seeing drool again for 20
Because
minutes
it's
an
weirdly
episode.
a good show.
It is good. Yeah, it is good. Don't get me wrong. It is surprisingly
However.
very good. However,
But it's just like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, you
Right.
get
What the hell
so
is wrong with this?
confused.
What the hell is wrong with me? Etc.
exactly, you get so confused by it that it's just like, where
It's
is
a
this
lot.
going? It's Evangelion kind of confusing. Like, where is this going at the very end of the
Yeah.
the season or whatever.
True.
That was how I felt through all of it. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
definitely remember my first reactions, and then whenever I went back and I watched that overview before the podcast, I was like, why? I know how all this happens. Why did I decide to rewatch and
Right, why did I
listen?
do this to myself?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
why did I listen to this and go, oh, what the fuck? Like, and there were
Right,
some
it's
bits I'm pretty
funny.
sure I even
I
forgot.
learned nothing to
Of course.
Well, it's kind of like the morbid curiosity. Excuse me. It's like the morbid curiosity thing,
Mhm.
where you're watching it from there, and then you're just like, and then you're just like, oh, and then you're just like kind of roped in.
Exactly. That's kind of how it is. You just
it's
get
like
roped
you can't
in.
stop watching.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a it's like a car crash. You're just like, oh, and then you're like, oh, and
Oh.
you're like, oh,
Oh my
and
god.
then it just keeps going.
Yeah, like
and you're
you
like,
can't
but
stop
you're
it.
so intrigued.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can't stop it. You're just like, fuck. I want to see what happens, even though I don't want to.
I don't want to see what happens, but I want to see what happens.
Exactly.
This is awful. Let me watch the next episode. Like,
Yep. Next, quick.
I don't know why, but it reminds me of the one Yuri anime that I ended up deciding, like, you know what, I want to watch it, but it ended up getting so weird to where I was like, yeah,
Like, horribly
I
cursed.
genuinely just stopped watching it. I'm trying to remember
Which
what it
one are you
was.
talking?
sorry,
I-
it was the what? The one Yuri anime?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, but it was like, it was a girl that, her parents got, like, divorced, but, then the, it was either the mom or the dad that ended up getting with somebody, and there was, like, a, not really delinquent, but, like, very, like, quiet sister or stepsister kind of thing, and that's kind of what ended up going around with,
Interesting.
I'm trying to remember the anime, but, like, shit got, like, weird within, like, episode 3, I'm pretty sure. Like,
I'm scared to ask, but weird how.
I was just thinking that.
Like, I'm pretty sure they've gone around and...
That's a lot of
That's a lot of nuts. Yeah, no, they ended up, I know they've done, like, a lot of kissing and all of that, but, like, usually whenever it's, like, in a private space and the one chick, the main, like, girl... would be like so confused as to why the sisters literally like making like moves or going in on her, and then like, you know, they go and they change their mind like we shouldn't even be doing this, but then like it's literally just like a whole I guess like
This just sounds like a hentai
gay
plot.
it's a gay panic, I guess, kind of anime. From
Gotcha.
yeah, that's kind of what my whole analysis of it is. It's literally a gay panic, the anime. But literally, like, there was just more shit, I would say, that was... What was it? It was definitely, like, more so than what Mysterious Girlfriend X had.
Oh, like even more intense?
A little more intense, yeah, and I was just like... I definitely was more repulsed in it. I don't remember a lot of the stuff in it, but... Oh, there goes my brother. I don't know what happened.
Oh, he said he has to restart Discord.
Oh, restart it? Okay. Gotcha. It's all good. I know we're gonna have to end it off here soon as it is, because it's almost...
Yeah, this definitely went a whole different direction.
Yeah, a whole different direction than we thought. We were talking about McHeck, and then it went to a bunch of other stuff. Welcome back.
Fuck back.
It went to McKecken something, that's for sure.
Yeah, went to McHeck, and then we ended up talking about something else, and then... Good
McKecken
lord.
something.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I would say that's probably about as it for me as it would probably get, because I'm sure it's
Agreed.
pretty late
About
for
that
everyone,
time.
and I know, Seti, you have work in the morning, so I am going
Not
to
in
make
the morning, but yeah.
Oh, well, still, I don't want to, like, keep you, so you at least, like, you know, get some time for yourself to rest. And...
Sure.
that.
Appreciated.
No,
Yeah.
you stay here with us because you're a friend.
He is a friend, but I want friend to get some decent sleep because I know insomniacs need a lot of extra time to try.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is absolutely
Yeah,
true.
insomniacs need a lot of time to try
I
if they
understand
can or
that.
can't. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, if anyone else has anything to add or wants to discuss like one or two more topics or anything, feel free.
Oh, I think I have something I can add.
All right.
Bazinga.
Bazinga.
That's all.
Yes,
That's the
is.
thing the funny guy says from that funny
I know. It's so
Yo, Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory.
good.
Sheldon from
The Big
Bang
Bongus.
Big Theory.
The
The
Bingus
Big
Bong,
Bongus.
the Bingus
The
Bongus
Bingus
Theory.
Theory Bongus.
The biggest theory.
Isn't Bingus like a famous meme cat?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
famous
like the
meme
hairless
cat.
cat.
Yes.
Well, a
The
famous
Big
meme
Bingus.
cat because there's like
Yeah, there's a
multiple that come in
lot
my
of
head.
them.
That's
that
pretty
are-
much the largest genre you can get of memes
Yeah.
and stuff.
Like we have Nyan Cat, Grumpy Cat, Keyword Cat.
But there's also dogs as well that are part of meme culture, which I'm sad
Correct.
that Doge
Doge has
Doge has
Doge
passed.
has passed. Yeah.
very, very sad.
The big bazinga.
the, the big bazinga.
Every one morning a dog, meanwhile us, the big bazinga.
Big bazoingas.
Those are different things.
Those are different.
Yes. But are they really?
Yes,
Oh,
You can say that,
I can, and I did.
of course.
wow. That's wow.
That's how freedom of speech works. Oh wait, I don't have that. I'm in Canada.
You're in,
Haha.
yeah, you're a Canadian.
Get Trudeau to 5 head.
Shut up. We don't talk about him.
Him.
Not him.
We don't talk about him.
Him.
Especially him,
But it's okay because he has nice hair.
of course.
Does he? I
Well,
mean, that's what
haven't
happens when you're the
haven't
child of the
you,
Cuban dictator.
Oh no,
But-
you probably haven't seen that. Like, there was a.
I heard
guess
about the
we call it-
party incident. Is that
I
what
guess
you're
we could-
referring to?
No, there was a commercial or something on TV about like talking about Trudeau being the next, whatever it is we have, vice
Uh-huh.
president. I don't know.
Okay.
The next big guy, we'll call him.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, he's not ready, but he does have nice hair.
Plus, he does
my
have nice
He
hair.
does have good hair.
Yeah, and then it ended with Justin Trudeau. He's just not ready. And I was like,
But he has
okay,
good
but
hair.
who else do we got? Like,
That's the thing.
I mean, he's got nice hair.
he does have nice hair.
We have his hair. It's pretty nice.
I know I've eaten it. So
it's
Ah.
yummy.
Yeah, use it
It's
as
pretty
pasta.
it's very
He's very yummy.
I think that's like
Yeah.
if we just stopped right there, that would be fucking hilarious.
All right, thanks for watching the podcast.
His hair was very yummy.
His hair is yummy. All right, thank you for watching the podcast. We'll see you in 2 weeks because,
Yes.
you know, but yeah. For real though, I am probably going to go ahead and stop it here because it's almost been 2 hours of the podcast and I think it's probably a good place to stop as any.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Seems like a good one, yeah.
But yeah, I won't be having a podcast next week because of the final shape, and I want to play it, and I saw gameplay of
good, yeah.
it. I'm not going to say anything unless anyone really cares about spoilers, or, well, it's not really spoilers, but it's just mainly gameplay and
Stuff like
showcasing like all the news stuff and all of that 1 week before the actual DLC releases, but
that. Gotcha.
I think it looked cool, but I'm definitely not going to have the podcast because I want to take as much time to finish off the saga because literally it's been a long time coming and I'm like, fuck this, I may as well because they actually cooked. And yeah, I'm gonna pretty much do that. So anyone here
That's
who
good.
is, looking forward to the podcast next week, there will not be one next
you.
week.
We are disappointing you.
Yeah, we are disappointing you next
Uh,
week, especially
get
me because
disappointed.
of my Destiny addiction. Until I subsequently stop my Destiny addiction within the
Get
same week.
disappointed.
Don't worry, there'll be something else that grasps you.
I'm sure there is,
Like
but
me.
oh. But yeah, again, thank you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by, watching, and
yes,
Of
thanks
course.
for having us.
just vibing. And of course, as always, all the podcasts will be under the lives tab. So whatever you want to,
Yay.
unless you want to go back and watch previous ones, feel free. Please, no, I'm kidding. I'm not begging you. You can do
Please.
whatever you want. But
We work very hard on this. We sit on a Discord call and we talk about it.
yeah, we
tweeted
talk
a
about
little bit
things.
too.
Yes.
Did you
This
remember
is
that
very
part?
hard, I assure you.
We're skilled professionals at this.
Of course.
We're just gonna ignore the. This is my
Yeah.
first podcast ever. We're just...
Yes. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. It's fine.
Don't worry about it. All right. Thank you for watching. If you feel like hitting that
No,
like
thank
button,
you.
smash that motherfucking like button.
And don't forget to
And-
subscribe for more epic content.
Rate
Except
5
it-
stars.
Remember when rating was a thing on
Yeah,
YouTube?
rate. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
or
why
ratings.
I said it.
Yeah, fucking ratings.
That was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
was.
insane. But yeah, I will see you guys on. It would be June 11th. I'm pretty sure is where I put it.
Sometime
Yes.
eventually.
Yeah, it'll be June 11th is the next podcast. So if you want to look forward to that, do that. If not,
Okay.
that's perfectly okay because there won't be anything this week. But
Let's go.
thank you for watching
Bye.
and see you all next time.
Take care.
Farewell.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.